I wasn't sure whether I was going to come down the allotment tonight. I haven't been for a few days because it's been raining quite heavy, so it's been okay, not need watering. But I thought I'd come tonight, just make sure everything's doing okay and just see if anything needed watering. It's a pretty good job I did come because the courgettes have seemed to have gone bananas. Everything's grown yet more. Sweet corn, you can see, has grown a lot taller in the last few days. So before I harvest these courgettes, I thought I'd come and show you them. I think it's quite interesting. It's quite cool because normally we grow our courgettes in containers at home. So normally they certainly don't get as big as this, anywhere near as big as this. So we don't get that many of them, although we do get a few. And the ones at home at the moment, we've had a few off each plant. So they're doing okay, but nowhere near what this has done. So I'll show you what's on here. So we've got a really nice sized one there, that's perfect. So I'll be harvesting that one. Got this one. So again, that's sort of a good 6-inch and a sort of 2-inch across. That's a nice one. Got another one here. It's another sort of 6 inches. It's another nice size. So that's 3 on there. I think that's it for that plant. And then coming over this side, another plant in this end. It's just 2 courgette plants in this bed. There's another one there, and I've just noticed another sneaky one there. So I'll take that because otherwise that'll be too big by the time I come back again. I think that's it for that bed. There you can see they're pretty big now, those plants. Then on here, I don't think there's any on. There's a couple of little ones on here, but I shall leave them to grow. So this plant's starting to catch up now. The other 2, there were 3 in this bed. The other 2 aren't doing so well because there's sort of potatoes in there as well, which I should have pulled out, but they're doing pretty well. So I'll pull them out in a couple of weeks or a week or so and enjoy those potatoes. Yeah, so that's a pretty good harvest for popping down. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 large courgettes, and there's one at home that needs picking as well, a similar size. So we're gonna have a lot of courgettes to eat this weekend, which is never a bad problem to have. Potatoes still doing really well. Definitely need time to pull these up now. I'm gonna do these, perhaps I'll come down at the weekend and dig all these up, and I'm gonna replant some of the Charlotte main crop in some beds. So I'm going to use some of those to replant these beds, put some new compost in, top it up with compost, and away we go again. Our sweet corn has grown much higher. It's probably about 4 to 5 foot, 4.5 foot, yeah, tall now. The 2 beds. Getting these really nice bits on the top, fluffy bits on the top. Nice cobs. This one's got a couple on it, a few on there. I think on the last counted there was about 6 cobs. They're doing pretty well. It's the first time we've grown them for a long time, so I'm pretty pleased with those. Some nice ones on here. In fact, these ones have started to go brown, so I think that means they're ready. So I might prise this open and have a little look in a minute and see what that is doing. At the back, remember in my last video, I dug up these potatoes. We've been eating those this week, and there's still sort of a third of the bed to dig up, so I will dig those up at the weekend or another few days. And this is the rest of the squash. So there's a squash in each of the sweet corn beds, and then there's another 4 in here. They're doing really well. I'm really pleased with them. Hoping they're gonna do really well, and I'll just let them spread out wherever they want to go really this year. And then at home, we've started off more things to go in very soon. So we've got broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, green beans, got lettuce, but we'll have that at home. Rainbow chard or rhubarb chard, I think it's called. Yeah, and And also in the beds at home, we've got peas, carrots, leeks, tomatoes are still doing really well. Yeah, so there's lots to go in here, so I'm gonna have to work out a plan where to put it. I've got 2 more beds that I've made up at home, so I'm gonna bring those down and install those. Yeah, so we've lots going on. I think the courgettes will keep going for quite a while, so those beds are probably full for a while. Potatoes will come up, but I'm going to replant those. Sweet corn will be in for quite a while longer, as will the squash. So I'm going to need those 2 new beds for the things like the Brussels and the cauliflower and the broccoli. So yeah, so I'm going to build those. I might build them at the top here so they're near the water, so they're easy to water. And I'll work down and do another 4 down there when I get some wood. Yeah, but I just wanted to show you that because I'm really pleased with how it's cracking on, how it's growing. It's really good. Hopefully it's going to be really productive. Certainly is being productive with the courgettes. I'm really pleased with those. Much better than we've ever done at home with those, although we've always had good ones from them. And then there's plenty more to come from here as well, actually. See lots more. Another one there that's gonna be a week or 2. When they get going, they really do get going, courgettes, I think. Yeah, you can see why people say they have millions of them. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed a little walk around. One last thing, I'll show you the crabapple tree in the corner of our plot. Obviously this was here when we took the plot on. But last year we made loads of crabapple jelly from all the fruit, and it was really nice. We gave some of it as presents, as Christmas presents. So that was really cool, really nice to have on the plot. It takes up a room of a couple of beds, but it is nice to look at, and and it does produce fruit, so that's cool. Everyone else here seems to be doing really well, growing away. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed a look around our plot this week, and I'll speak to you soon.